Geez, people are onto it straight away. Hello Zosoring, hello Matsvik. Hopefully the game should... There it is. I've now... Okay, Mats, here I am. Yeah, the aim today is to go... Well, basically the rest of the day as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I'm wondering... I've brought in some stuff and I've got a couple of other scenes arranged. So... I don't want to particularly wander into the Lost City and get the strange darkness, but we can have a go at the... able to have a go at the maggot lair. But I thought today it might be more fun to go back to Act 1. And the idea here is to try and get to level 80. So I have brought in some stuff to do some crafting. And one thing I will do immediately... Just let me move a bit of stuff here. There's a 15% attack speed dual. Oh, I'm going to have to move some more stuff I think here. Let's do that. And that. Thank you Zosoring, yes. Hello Sean. What we're going to start with here people is just to simply put a 15% increased tax. Remember I had to pinch the one off Chocolatte's Mercenary, but I have a number of, in fact I've got about 6 or 7 spare. So I'm going to put that into there. Oh geez, I hope I put in the right one. Yes I did. And I'm going to put that, give that back to the Mercenary. Now another aim... another aim here is to try and again further, I don't think we'll get to level 83 today to allow the Mercenary to equip Andariel's Visage. However, let's start with some crafting anyway. Now I'll just briefly explain what the aim is here. If I'm running 50 fast cast on the knife, 20 on the gloves, and another 10 on the ring, that means the next fast cast breakpoint is 78, which I can hit with that one. But I may want to try for something different. So, yeah, okay, Sean, you're at work, okay? Alright, let's start with... I'm just going to get rid of all these crafting elements. Now we really want 8 and above. So I'll just probably sell these off unless we get something good. I've got a number of these have been... So what's that one? Not really. 7. Not really. Another 7, nothing particularly inspiring so far. By all means have a chat. I'm having a look at the chat comments. By all means have a look at the... by all means have a chat amongst yourselves. Now one request I have received, still 5%. One request I have received is from a person who was watching the stream on a full screen TV. And they can't see the chat comments, unlike Twitch. I think we're going to sell a lot of those. Nothing particularly inspiring there. Alright, let's sell those and we'll get the next lot of crafting items. Oh, that one's definitely worth full gold though. Okay. Geez, we've got full gold in the stash too, right. Let's just finish this off. Oh, we need the Ithroon. It was strange enough, it was hard enough keeping up the Ithroons. Still 7%. Okay. I don't know what that means though, Soaring. There's 8. I think we're better off with what we've got and keeping the fire resistance and the hit recovery. That's the other thing I want. No. Oh, there's at least some hit recovery, but I don't think that's as good as the one we've got. Hello, Chris. We're just doing the back into some crafting here, not that we got anything particularly notable. We're going to stick with the one we've got at the moment, but I do have another 7 or 8 components for crafting in the temporary character. Alright, now the idea is to try and get to level 80, but I'm not too certain what the best way of doing that is. One thing I thought we might do... Oh, it's got dark, has it? Cold Plains, I'm in the right spot now. What I thought we might do, let's just give this a try and play as 3. And have a go at the Mausoleum, which I think the Mausoleum was over here somewhere. Yep. Now, as usual, I've got my usual problems getting used to the keyboard and mouse. Plenty. I should really bring in some... Oh, I got something reviving them. Oh, I'm into fire. That's ice. That's glacial spike, and that one's ice blast. Right, okay. So any suggestions as to what you would like to see? I think we're just going to give them a... Well, there's a unique group. No, it's a champion group. Let's just see how we go for experience in the Mausoleum. I'm hoping there will be some measure of uniques in there. I did find a really good... I think we'll give them a miss. I did find a really good pair of boots last night running Pindle Skin, which I may show you later on. Pointless there, immune to fire. Hello, Chris. Yes, oh, that's a bit nasty. Yeah, that's a bit nasty. Okay, let's see if we can get into the Mausoleum. I just don't know what sort of experience we're getting here at the moment. Was that a rune? It was, an Eth rune. Now, an Eth rune we'll have, because it... oh, I'm going to learn eventually. Immune to fire. Sean, the off-screen drops, nothing particularly notable at all, really. So that's why I run Shock a lot. Can't think of anything really worthwhile I've got. Oh, that's right, they're immune to lightning. Just trying to think. I've got very little this month, but okay, Mausoleum. I think we've got the map for this. Yes, we have. Alright, let's just do one run around here and see what we come up with. We're only running 85 magic find, of course. But I'm hoping that some of the uniques will give us some reasonable experience. Just remember not to use static field. Here we go, here's the chest. Oh, static field is useless. Oh, it's moving. I saw the experience bar move. Nothing much there that I can see. I'm assuming people the video and audio stream's okay. We're getting good speeds from the test. Let's run through here. We may... oh, there's a champion group. Oh no, the experience bar's moving. I'll pop the barrels and stuff too. Just go around. I don't know where the uniques are on this map. Now there's a skill I haven't practiced, is the telekinesis thing of knocking the monsters back. Oh, there's a vampire fang belt, but not a magic one. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Sean. Now, if I did put on the title, I've had a request from somebody who was looking at the stream on a full screen mode, and they can't see the chat questions. So if it doesn't get too annoying, I'll paraphrase the chat questions. And oh, I must not, no need to use static field, it's useless. I think we're back to the normal sort of running situation where the video and audio to you people is good, but the video on my tablet takes a long time to keep up. But I can see the chat comments quite quickly. Yes, Chris, yeah. I suppose it's just something to do with the inherent nature of the game. And by the way, somebody here, so there's a Rel rune. Flawless topaz. See, there are these occasional chests in the Mausoleum, and I wonder if they're super chests, just from the number of things they drop and their slightly different appearance. I'm still not a fan of teleporting it. Ooh, right. Yeah, there are, I have to say, yeah, still a bit on the slow side in my opinion. There still seems to be any number of interesting things to look at on the on YouTube about Diablo. I think we should be picking out the uniques here too. So we might even... What I did notice was Toby's channel. He was leveling the sorceress at even probably less than this. He was running hardcore, and he was leveling his character by running Andariel in player 7. Hello, Carlo. This is looking a bit slow at the moment, Carlo. I'm trying to just run the Mausoleum. Ugh. Look, there's not so much the number of uniques, it's where they are. They seem to be well spread out, so I may have a go at Andariel and then try and find Beetle Burst and Dark Elder. That means going to the Lost City. Yeah, I like Toby's stuff. It's a wonderful video editor. Let's go around that way, shall we? I don't think we're getting too much experience here until we hit the uniques. Oh, geez, I'm not used to this screen. Yes, I've looked at, actually not one I've looked at a lot too. There's any number of good, knowledgeable players out there. We may run Andariel next, I think, people, and see if that makes a difference. I just think this is a bit on the slow. Oh, there's more stuff. I'm not really carrying enough magic findy, I think, to make this all that worthwhile. Now, do we get you? Oh. Me, I'm not thinking. Yeah, geez, I've got a long way to go. I've got a long way to go before I match the knowledge of some of these other players. But that's what I like about doing this. It's just that, a chance to join in with other players of about my level. Yeah, I'm still having some trouble adjusting to the screen. Hello, Kane. Kane, I don't recognise your name on the stream before, but welcome anyway. We've got a few of the regulars here. I think we're done here, people. I think we've advanced a bit. We've lost a full rejuve. We should start collecting. Don't think we got anything, did we? No.
Hello.
All we got was a flawless topaz. Okay. Alright. Right. Now I get over to the stash here and the screen's really bright. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, I assume. I just don't know, people. Let's go have a look at Andariel. Oh, let's run. Shouldn't be all that dangerous in Players 3. Oh, these things are immune to fire. No. In fact, let's. Oh, they're immune to fire. That's right. Let's just run away, I think. Well, that's a unique, is it? We have to rely on the Mercenary to hack them all. They're all immune to fire. Is it worth the trouble, he wonders? I don't think this is worth the trouble, people. Just all these fire immunes. Where's a champion group? Oh, they're everywhere. Okay, let's give it a miss, I think. Geez, I'm running through. I'm going to have to start picking up rejuvenation potions too. Not a particularly great map. Just hopefully we won't get too many fire immunes though. At least that's a unique group. And the experienced bars. Oh, we've lost the mercenary.
Hello again, Outlander.
I think he dropped a full rejuvenation potion, which he did. Floors topaz. Let's go this way. Ugh. What's he found to fight? Oh. Oh, that's fanaticism. Right, where's that coming from? Where's that coming from? That's unique. We should be tackling it, but I certainly don't wish to run into where is that fanaticism aura coming from? Let's take the risk. Oh. We'll have a look on the other side of the door for that thing, Jenna. I certainly was fanaticism there. I don't think we got it. Certainly another... Hello, Tyranny. Oh, this is a bit slow. Alright, we're going to have a go at... what are we going to do here? So I'd like to run this in players 7, but there's all those fire immunes around Andariel. Well, given we're cursed, let's stick with players 3 and see what we come up with. Well, there's another unique anyway. Also immune to fire. Let's go back there. Oh, there's another immune. Where is he? Hello, far. Oh, this is not working out at all well. Where is he? Yeah, let's try that. Well, at least there's a full rejuvenation potion anyway. Amethyst we will keep for crafting. I don't think we can get to Andariel and play as 7 here. Try that. I don't think this is, well, we've definitely picked up a bit, but I just think this is fairly slow. Oh, dear me. Alright, let's labour through, people. Oh, hang on, these are not immune to fire. Yeah, I think this isn't worth the trouble, but we'll get some opinions in a moment. Respecking, no. Not yet, no. I'm reasonably happy with it, except I haven't figured out there's an awful lot of fire immunes in Diablo is the problem. And I must admit I'm not quite adjusting to the idea of playing lightning with shock a lot and then fire with here. I'm still casting fire on the thing. Lord Sapphire. Oh, we may have a discussion a bit later about what we're going to do with the Mercenary. Here comes Andariel anyway. Let's go home and get him healed. 30% too loud. Okay, fair enough. Let me have a look, because I can hardly hear it myself. Oh, we don't want to trade. Right. Let me have a look. This is virtually... what I might have to do... Yeah, see the sound is right down now. Okay, let me just... out of that. Let me alt-tab it and see if I've got any room left on the microphone level. So the screen will go blank in a moment here. Let me have a look at the microphone level. Oh, sorry folks, I'm not even getting to the right screen's going to go blank. I will get there eventually. Oh, I've got a little bit of room left on the microphone, but not much. Right, let me go back to the game here. Jeez. How are we going to get round that? I need to be able to hear what they're doing. I'll try and put it down. I need to hear something, otherwise I won't be able to hear the monsters coming. Let's leave the music where it is. Let's have the sound the sound down one option. Okay, that's about as... Turn diode down on the volume mixer. Oh, I assume you mean with an OBS?
Come on.
Let's try to OBS. Where's the mixer here? Desktop audio, is that testing? So if okay, let's drop that about 10. I hope this is what you mean. Testing. Or I'll go back to the game. Just having a fiddle there with OBS. Perfect, okay. What now I have learned, I could actually do with some more game in the volume, more sound from the game, and I can turn it down. And I've never done that before. All right, let's labour through it. Oh, hang on, we've got to do our trick against Andariel, don't we? Oh, here she comes. We hope. Got to keep her in vision too. Alright, let's just let him, in fact I don't think we need to even worry about the rest of them. I can shut the door. Right. Thank you, fart. Never tried that before, it just goes to show. Alright, here we go. Now, are we going to get any decent experience? Oh, it moved a bit. What do we get? Just wait for all the fly. I thought I saw Grimm's Burning Dead. Ice and Heart's Horns. That's Grimm's Burning Dead, isn't it? Yeah, don't particularly need that. Alright, let's have the rune bow for gold anyway, and the giant conch I think will sell well.
Hello.
What we might do a bit later on is, there's another perfect topaz, and a perfect ruby, and, let's do one thing at a time. We might try and alter that a bit in a moment. Let's have that perfect topaz. Alright, perfect ruby. We might as well roll the charm, I suppose. Yeah, 69 enhanced. Yeah, not enough I think to worth keeping. Good grief, okay. I've hung on to that jewel too, I don't know really what for. Right, let's sell those couple of items. Well, we've advanced a bit, though it's taken us about 35 minutes. Yeah, conches are nearly always worth full gold. I should really bring in arguably some fire skill charms or something. Yeah, not much use there, fart. Okay. Where else can we go? Now, had we found the maggot lair? Had we found beetle burst? Now, let's just scroll the map around because... oh, we hadn't even found the maggot lair. Alright. Yeah, you can see the decrepify taking away the immune to physical of the itchies. Alright. Oh, it's still slow though. Okay, right, let's have a run around. Oh. Oh, geez, that was nasty. Wow. Grant. That was a unique group. Going through the full... Oh, there's maggots. There's another one. Just haven't got the clearing speed that Chocolat has. Then again, I haven't got the level, I haven't got the gear either. Okay, something... Oh. To start stocking up on healing potions here, I think. Oh, it's immune to physical, alright. In fact, Decrepify hasn't even removed it. Oh, it's down, whatever it is. In fact, that might have been 2 uniques. I think we may have to put a column of healing potions in the belt in place of one of the mana. My apologies, people, if this is a bit slow, because that's what it feels like to me. Oh. There's another unique anyway. Another full rejuvenation. We'll be getting them back anyway. Alright, we didn't find the maggot lair. Oh, there it is. There's the maggot lair anyway. Still got 6 skill points. There's another unique. And that was another one too. Crystalline globe weevil cell. Hello, Daniel. Yeah, Daniel, it's not, oh. We're trying to get to level 80 today, but it's going pretty slow. I think we might as well go down the maggot lair. We might as well go down the maggot lair while we're here, and possibly try and find beetle burst afterwards. Yeah, you can see the mercenary's fade has propagated. Oh, it might as well, but I haven't looked up the directions on how to get around the maps. Oh dear me. Right, okay folks, look, let's go get that thing. Anything worth... Let's go back and sell, identify and sell these things anyway. So it looks like being slow going today, people. I cannot think of a really good place to level. To me, the obvious place would be to find Beetle Burst, there we go, and Dark Elder, and keep having a go at them. We've got full gold, haven't we? Yeah, we have. Alright. Let's go get the body part, the staff, we hope. I simply cannot remember the correct way. I did mean to look it up. I never quite get time, I think. Oh. But hopefully we can handle the lightning immune beetles anyway. Oh, and we're still in players 3. Alright, let's see if we can stick it out. It is double experience, and it does reduce the no drop chance for normal monsters, but I sometimes wonder if it's worth the trouble. Oh, that one's a unique. Oh, geez, that's why we've got healing potions. Alright, see, here we... Oh. That was definitely cold enchanted. Oh. If people think this is a bit slow, say so, because I'm trying to run an entertaining stream. I'm not certain this is all that entertaining. At least we're getting our full rejuvenation potions back anyway. We're still at 35 stat points. What are we doing here? Alright, thank you, Daniel. Nice to get some encouragement. I'm assuming that most of you are players like myself who sort of, you know, have got reasonable gear but not extraordinary stuff that I see on other players. Let's go straight up, I think. I've no idea what's correct. Where is it? Oh, we're making ever so a slow progress on the static field. Doesn't work down here. Not in the beetles. What I might do later on, people, it's something I've meant to do, is have it, you know, because I'm not my own character's not doing most of the damage here. We're going to go round and up or not? Oh, bother. Thank you, Matt. Oh, at least that's a champion group anyway. Oh. Got to get into the habit of drinking healing potions here, which I'm not used to doing. Oh, okay. I seriously can't remember what the way to get to the next level is on this thing. We just have to blunder around as normal. I reckon if we'll get through what we can here. Is it up this way? I thought you went straight, or is it left? Oh, hang on, no, I do remember the last level straight. Thank you, Daniel. Yes, level 79 is it. We're trying to get to 80 today to equip the Arachnid Mesh. Oh. Geez, no, look, the experience bar is moving. I reckon we'll get there by the end of the day. But I wonder if it's time to start bringing in some skill charms. I've no idea what I'm doing. Absolutely none. It is nice to come down here and have something skilled you can use against lightning immunes. Now, what I'll mention later on is what I want to do with the Mercenary, because I've got a bit of a quandary, to be perfectly honest. I've got the chance. I've actually got enough low, if I can call it that word. I've got enough runes to upgrade to a Cham rune, and a Cham rune would enable the Doom rune word. But I'm wondering, do I really want to do that, to be perfectly honest? Yeah, we're going to go everywhere except where we're meant to. Oh. This is ludicrous. Alright. I simply don't know what I'm doing. So mind you, I reckon we've gone... I reckon we've gone about half the way to the next level, in all fairness. Blunder or not. Oh, it's going to be down here, isn't it? Is that a full rejuvenate? It is too. Oh. Oh, there's at least a unique anyway. Yeah, you can still see the experience bar move once you get to the unique. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so which way was it? Straight out. It was turned to the right, was it? Let's try it. Oh, we're being cursed too. Let's try turning to the right again once we establish the direction. Let's see it, but reasonably in the last... Oop, that's conviction. Now, can we... Well, that one went down pretty easy. We're not too badly off for full rejuvenation potions. Oh, I'm sorry, Wadwonka. Yeah, Doom, Daniel, let's answer. So Daniel's asked, again, to get back this business of paraphrasing, Daniel's asked the question, is Doom favourable over Reaper's Toll? Doom has its own Holy Freeze aura, and that would enable me to then use a Might or a Mercenary and have both Might and Holy Freeze running at the same time. But a Cham rune, I'm wondering, you know, I didn't want this to be a character with super level gear. Let me have a look at Wadwonka's. Whoops. Have infinity, right. Okay, now, JP99, no. Now, Infinity's a ladder rune word, and this is unmodified single player. What's all going on there? Ooh, geez, that was close. That was very, very close. Jeez. Cold enchantment. Surely, yeah, no, cold resistance is maximum. I haven't got anything on weapon switch at all. I've still got chromatic eye, but it may be time to bring back a Rime Grim shield to get no, Daniel just purely increase the mercenary damage. No, sorry, Daniel's asked the question, does might affect your spells though? It's purely to increase the mercenary damage. But if you I might bring in Chocolat. Oh, if people want, I could bring in Chocolat and show you the difference. Oh, there's it. If I just bring up Razan here, so Razan's doing about an average of about 1200 damage, but with the Might Aura, Jamali Chocolat's mercenary does about 4000, but he's got a really good weapon. So yeah, I'd prefer a Might Aura mercenary with the Doom rune word would be, I think, really good, but it's just not what I had in mind. I don't want to have sort of, I didn't want this character to have really exceptional gear. Another full, geez, we're getting back our full rejuvenation potions. We are turning to the right. Let's try to. Oh. Geez, we are making some progress towards we are making some progress towards the next level down here, though. I will say that. Come on. Doom, by the way, I should also mention too, gives 45% increased attack speed. And you start factoring mercenary breakpoints, and I'll show you something else in a moment too. Oh. Right, hang on, just let me I'm forgetting to use static field when I can. Yes, true. Yeah, but I'm Wad Wonka here. Wad Wonka's asked about the cham for the cannot be frozen. But there are you can get that from, say, the Rime Grim shield, which I've certainly used on Chocolat. Let's have a no, not static field against them. I still run the Rime Grim shield. Geez, we are getting towards that next level. Well, let's have a look down here. I'm going to regret it. I'm going to find I was going the right way this way. I can hear something now. Yeah, see, with the Holy Freeze Mercenary, I really am relying on the character to do most of the damage. I'll show you something in a moment, which I was going to discuss anyway. So I've made up a table in LibreOffice about mercenary attack speeds. Yeah, this was a dead end. Okay, while we're here and not in any danger, I'll just show you Rizan's equipment here. Now, there's 45% increased attack speed. There's another 15, so there's a total of 60. And if you look on that German language attack speed website, 60 is a break point. But if I can get to level 83, I can put on that Andariel's Visage Demon head I've got, that Chocolatte's Mercenary used to use, and that's got another 35. So you would have 45 there, 35 there is 80. The break point is 75. That means you could put something else in that weapon there. I don't know what, but you could do something else. So we will stop and ponder these matters in the future, but at the moment I don't want to have. That's what I was thinking, right. If I could get a weapon with the Doom Rune word, and that's got another 45% increased attack speed, yeah, you'd probably pass another break point. Sorry, mouthful of water there. But I might show you a table I've made up in LibreOffice about the mercenary attack speed. I think we can now bounce around here. Perhaps we shouldn't have. The trouble is the mercenary doesn't do much damage. The mercenary just really defensive. That's all I had in mind. Let's go down here. Oh, we're in there. Right, now here I'm reasonably certain it's straight across. Daniel's asking what would be a good weapon to make Doom in for the Merc. Yeah, I still assume that, you know, a 5-socket ethereal giant thresher would be best. But I'm not certain. Like, you've got 45% increased attack speed. You'd have to, if you want to go to that, if you want to do a search for. Are you still attacking things? No. If you want to do a search for that Diablo 2 attack speed calculator, it's in German, but it translates to English. So, for example, oh, there's one. Mercenary. Oh, Mercenary's going to hold up? No. Freeze them and let the Mercenary's lifesteal take over, we hope. Yeah, that worked there. Okay. Right, if you want to get to that, it's in German. And not even certain I handle the thing properly, but it tells you these things. So, for example, the base weapon speed for a Thresher is -10. But the base, geez, we're gonna push this next level. Base weapon speed is -10, and for a Thresher it's also, for a Thresher and a giant Thresher, it's -10. Now, to answer, sort of make a point on this, so I'm going all over the place here. I did have the Hone Sandan Yari on that, and I wondered about upgrading that to a Ghost Spear, but the dexterity requirement of a Ghost Spear is so high, the Mercenary would have to be in the early 90s to be able to equip it. Well, perhaps this player's 3 is working out because we're not too far off the next level. So it's going to take us a bit over an hour. I reckon we've done about 3/4 of the level. Or perhaps it's just the idea that these beetle things are good experience. Can't see what I'm doing with meteors, the problem. Okay, let's go straight. And here it is. Right, at least I've got to remember it correctly this time. Let's see if we can kill everything here, because it is a unique. Let's burst that urn. I'll get him into the action. Yeah, whoever suggested turning up the gamma setting, it was last stream, it was a good idea, but geez, at occasions it's just so bright. There's the level. There's cold worms down. I'm hitting the egg. Static field first. Right. Okay, there was the level. Alright, let's get the staff. Yes. Now, well, okay, let's go back to town. I'd be interested for the chat to make some contributions here, because I'll show you what I have in mind. Just put the staff away for the moment. So, at the moment, right, I'm wondering about for levelling. I'm really only aiming for the 80 fast cast breakpoint. So, at the moment I've got 50, 20, 10 on the ring. But if I put on the Arachnid Mesh, I've got 50, 20, 20, 10 is 100, and then I can get past 105 with another 10% fast cast ring. That sort of thing. Yeah, we can now equip... Now, okay, do you think we should go back and get that belt, put on the new belt? Because we're up to, what have we got here? 50, 20, you've got 78, or just go and try and get the other part. The Amulet of the Viper. We're still in players 3 here. So look, what we might do... Any opinions? So I'm just going to have a mouthful of water here. Right, should we quit the game, put on the new belt, or keep going as we are and try and grab the Viper amulet? Because we did pretty well there. We've that level's taken, well, for my, that's pretty good going. So there's the Far Oasis. You have arachnids? Okay, I'll need to exit and start a new game, but that's not... Alright, I'll tell you what we'll do, people. I'll exit and start a new game, but I'll swap into Go Mule, and I'll show you some of the other stuff I've got. Yeah, I was wearing Viper Magi, JP99, but I'm actually after, on this character, some damage reduction, which I've got through the shaft stop, and I've got through the Harlequin crest. So I'm carrying 40% damage reduction. I think that's come in handy a couple of times. Alright, let's get out of here, and I'll swap into Go Mule. I think this will work. Okay, OBS, I want Go Mule, and there it is. Now Go Mule should show up in a moment, I hope, on your video, but I'm way behind on my tablet. So let me know if this does not... that's not right. Sorry folks, I have to fiddle OBS here. Every time I alt-tab out of the game, all the video settings seem to alter a bit. Just let me do that. I've now got it going full on Go Mule instead of half Go Mule, half LibreOffice. Right. Now I think, now can you people see Go Mule? Yeah, Viper Magi, yeah, I've done that, but I've run Viper Magi, but that's purely for levelling. Okay, yes, I agree. In fact, I'll just quickly show you here. This is Castaway, a necromancer I played through the entire game, and this one here. Can people... thank you. Go Mule is good, thank you. So there's my best skin of the Viper Magi, which I put a jewel in it, and this one I've gone Heart of the Oak, Skin of the Viper Magi, Homunculus, Harlequin Crest, Rare +2 Fast Cast Amulet, Arachnid Mesh there, Stone of Jordan, one of 3 I've ever found, more Fast Cast, and on this character I got past the 125 breakpoint for necromancers, and I actually ran 2 with an Act 5 Barbarian Mercenary, which I wouldn't do again. Alright, let me go up the top here. So there's Agneyastra, okay, and here is Agneyastra Temp. Okay, go back to the Necro Rare Ring, right, Castaway. That one. And I think that's the best one. Yeah, I think I've got something comparable, which I'll show you in a moment. And I'll show you the amulet again. Yeah, this was a character I played through the game just to see how, you know, I was able to get through all 3, just to level the game, just to play the game through. There's no hint of magic find, and I think the only magic find is 50 from the Harlequin Crest. Though, of all things, I did get I had a homunculus already, but I found another one with this character anyway. Okay, I'll show you the ring. Right, so I've got something pretty close to that for Agneyastra. But remember, I have to say, people, these took, you know, years to find. And there's that amulet again. So +2, 10% fast cast, 47 to mana, +8 all resists. So yeah, I thought that was, you know, good gear, but that stays there. Okay, right, I'm in Agneyastra Temp at the moment. I'll just let people catch up. Yes, fast, you just keep finding things. I'll show you, I've dropped Agneyastra Temp should come up in a moment. I hope you can see that now. Remember, my video is still on the tablet, still miles behind. Okay, so there's an Arachnid Mesh. Oh, no it's not. That's an Arachnid Mesh. We'll give it that in a moment. But I'll show you some of the other rings and amulets I put in this temporary character so we can use. So there's a 10% fast cast perfect resistance ring. But yeah, I'll show you some of the other ones I've got here in a moment. Sometimes I reckon they can all be almost as good as a unique. So there's a 10% fast cast, all resistance 11, bit more poison. Give me a hoy if you want to see them again. There's 10% fast cast, all resistance is 10 and +9 to strength. And where is it? There's +10 fast cast, 9 to strength, all resistance is 11. That's as good as you can do, evidently, on a rare ring. You can get better individual resistances, but that's as good as you can do on a rare ring. Okay, now there's the interesting one in my opinion. Chocolat carried this for quite some time. Insane Barber ring. Where was it? The machine not swarm with some lifesteal, is it? Oh, that one there. Now, if it interests people, I might show you later on some. I've got about 3 or 4 characters just for rings, and I've got all sorts of stuff. But here I've concentrated on. Hello, Cal. A New Zealander living in Canada. Okay. I think you're a new name on the stream, Cal. A lot of the others here are regulars. Where was it? That one might go on. The Chocolat had this one for quite some time. 10% fast cast, resistances plus 10, little bit of magic find. Okay. That one I've picked out because it's got a bit more fire resistance. That one's got a lot more fire resistance despite the fact it's only level 14. Okay, I'll show you some of the amulets. There is a +2 to sorcerer skills, 20% fast cast amulet, but requires level 89. Give me a hoy if you want to go back and have a look at any of these. There's a perfect Mara's kaleidoscope. I have a number of them, but that's I think the first one I ever found was as a perfect one. I'm not certain I'll ever have much need for it on this character. That's an interesting one there. There's a +2 to sorcerer skills, 23 to strength, all resist +11. Yeah, I'll go back to that one. Yeah, it may come to the stage where I'll be able to put that one on, but see, it doesn't do much except that. I don't know how many tries it took me to get that. Okay. But, yeah, certainly when I get them, I hang on to them. Mara's kaleidoscope. Now that one there I think is interesting. Geez, my tablet's miles behind. Right, but I'm up with the chat, folks. Now that's an interesting one there. The +23 to strength with the 94 that's the 94 that's on Agneyastra already gets to 117. You're within a point or two of the Guardian Angel, which is something I wouldn't mind giving a try and getting the resistances all up to 90. That would be possible. Yeah, that's a good. I think that's a good one. All right, keep going down the amulets. So there's one that's +25 to strength, but only +1 to sorceress skills, and a little small boost to resistances. Okay, keeping down the amulets. Yeah, Daniel. Yes, but remember, Daniel, Spirit, unmodified single player, can't be done. Saracen's Chance, haven't got to that. And that one there. And why'd I pick that one out? Oh yeah, because it's got resistances +20. You can get slightly better, like, I think as good as you, I can't remember what's the best you can do on a rare amulet. But, it's item level 97, must have dropped fairly high. Okay, yeah, don't worry, a lot of people. Alright, I've set aside a pair of runes in case I want to bump up the resistances of the shield. I'll show you the belts. String of ears for damage reduction. Gloom's Trap, haven't used it, probably won't. Arachnid Mesh will put on a moment. There's a Night Smoke Mesh belt, probably won't get to that. For boots, Water Walks, we may get to those, but I'm still trying to level. I'll show you the interesting one in a moment. Inferno Strides for the boost in maximum fire resistance. There's a pair of crafted boots. And Dungo's has, yeah, of the Dungo's, yep, but it requires strength 106 or something, the mithril coil, but again I could easily get there, but I'm hoping to go with the Arachnid Mesh for the cast rate. I did think about Verdungo's, yeah, and it has hit recovery, which is a good point. Certainly if I put on one of those strength rings I'd have enough to use it. Right, but I want to make provision for carry some magic find. And these I found last night. Okay, doing Pindle Skin runs. So there's 30% hit recovery, 30% faster run walk, big boost to cold and lightning, hit recovery, and remember I did have a boost to fire resistance ring up there. So all sorts of combinations are possible here. But since the vote was to go with the Arachnid Mesh, Yeah, I've got Thunder Gods on Sigma. Oh, not String of Ears. We want that one. So we bring that one to the front, and we'll put it on in the game so the potions don't go everywhere. Now, if we put that on, we'll have 50, 20, 20, 10% fast cast. That'll give us 100, and the next break point is 105 for Fireball. So we're going to have to leave the Stone of Jordan there, but we might as well grab one of those 10% fast cast rings if we'd like to get past that break point. Go back to the rare boots. Those. Yeah, now the point at what I thought about those is you could put those on, boost cold and lightning, put on the 10% fast cast fire ring, right? Oh, hang on, I think I know the reason. My apologies, yeah. I've got to do that. Can you see it now? Yeah, I think the drop down box goes outside the screen, doesn't it? Sorry, I think that's better there. I hope you can see it now. The stats on the character menu. Oh, character. Let's try those boots again. Right, thank you, Daniel. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not used to using GoMe on this thing. The drop-down boxes don't sometimes show up. Yeah, I can see them on the tablet, but still miles behind. Okay. Right, so I thought they were pretty good boots. So remember, I've got that ring with 10% fast cast to get up to 105, but that'd be dropping out the Stone of Jordan. I don't really know what's the better alternative there. Oh, hang on, it's gone. Try again. Do I watch NRL, Cal? It actually does come up on Australian television. I've had a sorry, I'm going to paraphrase the question, Cal, because I've had a request to do that. Let's answer the. So, Cal? Do I watch NRL? It does actually come up on Australian television in the morning, but I rarely ever watch it. I have to say, I don't really understand NRL. I assume you mean the gridiron. Fart Macass, I hate this Stone of Jordan on sort person. Yeah, what we'll do though, we'll probably stick. Look, we've got hell level resistances. Oh, yeah, it's stopping every now and again. Fast cast rate and stats and res are better than Stone of Jordan. Well, look, what we'll do here. We'll at the very least, well, I think we've got room to carry them. Let's just give them a try. Oop, I've got to drop it down very carefully. Now you're going to might lose some of the vision here. How much room have I got? Let's at least put in that fast cast ring. And the best one I think was the one with the magic find. Let's go with that one. And I'll do that and that. All over the place here. Have I got that amulet? I've got a Rising Sun amulet too for some fire absorb. So, I hope this is keeping up. I'm just going to drop out Agneyastra temp for the moment. Oh, actually, fart. Yeah, that's a good pin. Yeah, right. I'll tell you what we'll do. Right now. Yeah. Okay. No, you're right. Okay, let's do this. Skill charms. Let's go to sorceress. Where are we? Charm sorceress. Okay, and we will bring in another fire skill charm. I don't think I'd love one. Oh, I'd love one with hit recovery, but since we're trying to level, an extra skill charm I don't think it's going to go astray. How much space we got? Let's have a check. Alright, let's put that in. let's just put that in there anyway. I do have a spare guides, but at the moment I'm more interested in levelling. I've got some cold, and yeah, it's a fair thanks for it, yeah. So there's a skill charm. Magic find 85. What's fast cast? 88. Oh, because I'm going to drop the belt. We'll put that back when we get back in the game. Now, sorry, what's the fast hit recovery? 45. And that's going to drop. Yeah, that's going to drop. Let's drop to 35. Yeah, okay, let's do it this way, people. So if we take that out, we're going to lose fast hit recovery. That one's staying there. 3% faster run walk. I want to get past 42. What am I doing here? I can put those boots on. Yeah, okay. Let's drop out the fast run. We're starting to fool about here. Okay, let's go to the charms for hit recovery. Got a pile of those too. So that's just, that character is just nothing but fast hit recovery charms. What's our cold res like? Good enough. Why have I got a faster run walk charm there? Okay. Cold res, 27 to defense. Might as well have the one with defense. Put that in there. Fast hit recovery is 50. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing, folks. Geez, this is getting chaotic. Oh no, but I'll drop back to 40. We want another fast hit recovery charm, people. I don't want... Oh, that's right. Okay, right. Let's do that. That. Let's have one more fast hit recovery charm. We might as well have the one that's got a bit of defense. Right, let's try that. Let's try that. Right, fast hit recovery is now 55. It's going to drop to 45 once I swap belts. This is getting chaotic. We'll better get back to the game, I think, here, folks. So I've got an extra fire skiller there. And we've got the option, right. If I put on the belt now, it's going to send potions everywhere. Okay, let's get back to the game, people, I think. I hope we've picked this right. Let's save. Right, I'm going to swap back to the game. OBS. Diablo. Okay, that's a bit chaotic. Let's go over the stash and get this stuff on. Right, now let's put on the Arachnid Mesh. Now that should give us let's put on that ring too. We've dropped +1 in skills actually. Let's stick with it anyway. So our cast rate should now be 50, 70, 80, 100, 110. We've also got boost. Yeah, so we sort of put in the Arachnid Mesh and gain 1 in the skill and drop the Stone of Jordan and lost 1. But our mana still looks pretty reasonable. Okay. So I hope chat's still there, but this is some measure of fooling about here. Alright, we will stick with players 3. Actually we won't. Let's go back to players 1. Hang on. Right, players 1. And let's get into the Lost City. Oh, swap weapons as well. Still carrying the chromatic ire. Thank you, fart. And now that's better. Resistances are all now up to maximum. We could put a few more. I'm holding points here, stat points, because I may want to put points into dexterity. Because blocking percentage 21 could be higher. Okay, let's go to Far Oasis. Where was it? I prefer to run into... Oh, a gem shrine. Oh, look at that though. Probably risk players 3, but if I'm... Oh, look at that. Jeez. What's my fireball damage up to now? Oh. Okay, let's go back and get a gem. Where are we? What do we got one of? 1 emerald. Right, pearl is a flawless ruby anyway. Okay, let's put those away and let's go find the Lost City. If people think all the toing and froing about equipment is, oh, how could I put it, disinteresting, you know, not particularly, please say so. So we've got that. In fact, I'll just go for my normal arrangement, which is to put all the skill charms next to each other. I like to have 4 columns spare, just to pick up items, though I've broken that rule with shock a lot since I found the last lightning skiller. Okay, players 1, Far Oasis, here we go. Let's see if we can find... Now we found it last time, it's just a matter of locating where it is. Definitely found it last time. So remember we avoided going into it. Is that it up there? No, I'm certain we found it last time. No, perhaps we didn't. Alright, let's drop the map brightness too. If you like the... Okay, Lost City, yeah. Oh, the tablet's miles behind, fart. You like... Yep. Well, that's, you know, to me that's the, you know, that seems to make Diablo 2, like, you know, I don't really know. I'll go down this way. I'll have a look around this edge. We could almost go down there for experience again. Oh, don't do that. Oh, that's a unique though. Oh, geez, that, oh, geez. Lightning resistance or not. What went on there? Was that a multi-shot? Right, let's go. We might as well stop and kill the beetles, assuming that you know, they're good experience. That's a champion group anyway. Oh, yeah, okay. Mean to freeze them to have the lifesteal take effect. Oh, we're still keeping up with the gold. Enough scrolls, a town portal. Oh, that's useless. That's better. Jeez. The skill charm and down to players 1. Jeez, that's made a difference. So what do we got here? So Meteor's about, about, 5,800. And Fireball's, okay, and yeah, Glacial Spike and Ice Blast aren't all that much, but they're the secondary skills. Let's try. Oh, good. No, that was easy going. We will get this underway, folks. Okay, here we go. Geez, we've even pushed a little bit towards the next level. No, static field is useless against the beetles. Yeah, that's what I was hoping. You're right, Fart. I've had a comment about the survivability of the Mercenary. And remember, I'm hoping if we can get to level 83, that'll give him more attack speed and more lifesteal. Okay, he's just gone up a level. I might show you a bit later on too. I'd made up a table of mercenary attack speeds. What I didn't know, and you people may have known this, is that the mercenary's Holy Freeze level affects the attack speed. He's reached the maximum level. It maxes out at level 16. This has got to be it. Yep, here we go. Right, get ready for the strange darkness. Ooh, they are immune to cold. Come here. Yeah, there's the strange darkness. Geez, that's bright on the screen. It really is. Let's do that. I can hardly see the writing. Okay, so we want the waypoint, and we want to find Dark Elder too. Alright, is that Dark Elder? Oh, it's not. We'll be creeping around here, people. I don't like, I would like to try and play through all of Hell level without a death. I was still annoyed about that death in Nightmare level with just my own sloppy play. Oh, he's immune to fire. I've had a couple of close calls already despite the damage reduction. Now can I just bomb them down? They're immune to magic. Okay, so... okay, let's keep going. I'm always expecting to find Dark Elder in one of these bits of rubble. I'm certainly not teleporting around here. Not in the dark. Okay. Is that the waypoint? No, no. Now, do you think the waypoint and the next bit... Oh, is this it? Yeah, got it. Geez, I'm pleased about that. Right. Yep, we've got it. Okay, so I'm assuming the Viper Temple thing's going to be down here. Oh, no, that's a keying error. Certainly not big enough pack. And I've done weapon switch again. Alright, some progress towards the next level, which would be about 10%. There's Dark Elder. Right. Okay, now, so where was he? That's another unique, surely, yeah. Oh, it's still a bit painful. Oh, dear me. Yeah, it's only players one's the problem. I think we're going to go back. That poison damage is very, very large. I think we're going to go back and get healed here. This is just looking a bit nasty. Oh, yeah, okay, we've expired now, is it? Oh, it's up on the other level, is it? Is that the ancient... Oh, there's the ancient tunnels too, right. Oh, look at where the... Whoa, hang on, I've missed a full rejuvenation potion there, have I? No. Now, hang on. Now, look at that, people. There's the waypoint, and there's the ancient tunnels. Now that's really convenient. Let's try and find this lost city. Good, so I hope I've got this right. Oh, I blocked something. Geez, there? No, there's the fast cast. Okay. Nope. That's a unique. Oh, immune to lightning. Hello, Inigo. Glad to see somebody make a comment in the chat. To be perfectly honest, haven't had it. It's we're trying to get to the we've hit level 80. Oh, not really paying full attention, am I? We've hit level 80, Inigo. We have put on the Arachnid Mesh spiderweb sash. We've bumped up the cast rate to 110 to get past the 105 breakpoint, and we've just found that the ancient tunnels. This is it, surely. And the ancient tunnels are right next to the waypoint for the lost city. So we might do some running of that, though I don't have too much magic find on at the moment. The Shane 18, where did I find the Arachnid Mesh? This particular one, I did actually have one drop from Bale. In fact, I had a look through them. It appears that most of the ones I've got, and I've got about 4 or 5 of them, but most of those have dropped from Bale. I think 141 is maximum, and this is, I think the one on Castaway is better, but this one's going to have to do. I think it can drop from Mephisto. I think so. Right, Valley of Snakes. Where is that temple thing? If I ran all around... Oh, there it is. Alright. Actually, look, I'm going to go back to town here, people, for the moment. I'm going to have a longer break in about 30 minutes. Yeah, Hell Bale, yes. I'm just going to quickly go to the toilet. He'll be back in about 3 or 4 minutes. Oh, sorry about that, people. Right, I'm back. Okay, now I have a longer break about 4 o'clock, which is in about 23 minutes time. And then after that I'll go for, the idea is at the moment in the Australian afternoon it's about 3:40. Okay, and the idea is I'll take the 10 to 6 bus back. Okay, let's see if we can go get that amulet. And again, we shall blunder through with no knowledge whatsoever of actually how to run the maps, which I always... Now these are what? What are these ones? Okay, these are immune to cold. Oh, plenty of potions. I should have sold that one too. Right, any suggestions on how to run the map would be gratefully received. Oh, that's a unique group. Almost do without the column of healing potions too. Oh, no. Oh. Any suggestions on how to run the map? Because I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm telling you. Oh, what are we going to do here? I should look this up. I meant to, and I mean to one stage. If I ever keep doing characters on stream, to look up how to run the maps and make notes off Mr. Lama SC's tutorial, because I just don't know what I'm doing here. Geez, that holy freeze aura is useful now. Yes, thanks. Certainly, if it'll be effective for levelling, I must admit. That was a unique group. I wouldn't mind. I may, as I sort of emphasise this character more towards magic find, I'll probably drop back a fast cast breakpoint. But I said, if you can help me, if there's anybody know how to run the maps, because I just have no idea down here, because you come down here so rarely. So that was a waste of time. Alright. Let's do that, I think. Have we killed the unique or not? Oh, yes, we have. There's a full rejuvenation potion. That's something around the corner or not? Yeah. Yes, Fart, I would consider Guardian Angel. Remember that amulet I showed you? That gave plus 23 to strength. I'll just quickly back off here. So the strength here is 94. With that amulet on it, I have 117. I think Guardian Angel's 118. So yes, I'd very much consider it. Oh. The other armour I'm considering too is Skull Desire. Oh, that's a unique. Yes, it would too. I agree. I totally agree. But the ultimate aim of this camera... Oh. The ultimate aim I want to be able to do with this character is have a character where I can take, take risks. Okay, just about get rid of those. And sort of do that fast teleport around you see players do in speed running. And they're not even using good gear. But I'm hoping, and again, we want a few more levels. Geez, we've made some progress towards another level, but we're still blundering as towards the map. Oh, static fields go through doorways, does it? If I got that much money on level 10, so that's the same as Chocolat. Ah, here we go, arrived. Well, at least somewhere anyway. Now, there's only 2 levels to the Claw Viper Temple, isn't there? Now this could turn nasty, so we will do that. Yeah, long fart. I've long wanted to have a go with the Guardian Angel. Let's do that. Amulet. And we're out. Jeez. Oh. Right.
Such primitive beings could cause so much trouble.
Bit of a risk there, but we got there.
Good to see you.
Yeah, thank you, Tevening Song. Yeah, we've got past it, but see, you only do it once per level per character. Okay, let's at least make the staff. Put that belt back a bit later. We don't need that anymore. So what's our hit? Yeah, we got the hit recovery. So 6 times 5 is 30. 35. 40. Yeah, 45. That's right. That'll do. Now. Okay, I suppose the next thing to run for is Fire Eye.
Greetings, honored traveler. When the troubles began, I have heard of your... You may enter the palace.
I assume Fire Eye is going to be immune to fire. So what are we going to... Okay, now I'm looking people at taking a longer break at about 4... That's about 15 minutes. Now, so we're about level 80 in about a quarter, I wouldn't say we're even a quarter, about level 80.2 or something. Let's see if we can at least get to the next, while we're still in Players 1, we might try and get to the Summoner. That was a bit silly, that was a bit risky. Oh, what's he found to kill? Oh, they're immune to fire, geez, okay, let's try that. So the other possibility too is to try and respec into Blizzard, which I could never aim. I've never been able to aim. Okay. No, we will stick with what we've got, I think. That and that. There was a crowd of them next door, wasn't there? That's Holy Freeze in here, is it? Oh. Something's going on. Is it Holy Freeze in here? Yeah, I'm starting to play a bit silly, folks. There's a waypoint here somewhere, is there? Or can't remember. Whoops. Try that. Oh dear me. Oh no, they're all immune to fire. Alright, so be it. Oh, that's a bit ludicrous. Yeah, so the Mercenary doesn't do enough damage for the immunes. Oh, that one's immune to fire as well, is it? Yep. Just getting a bit lazy, people, the way I'm playing. I think we'll stick with the healing potions though. Alright. I've never realised till I've started this character just how many fire immunes there are. Seem to be way more than any other type. Is this where there's a waypoint? That looks like a champion route from the colouring. Yeah, okay, what about these? No, at least they're immune to lightning anyway. What are these things? They're immune to poison. Sorry, it's just me who thinks there's more of fire immunes than anything else. Seems to be an extraordinary number of them. Okay, now this. Let's go see if we can find the waypoint, in the Arcane Sanctuary, I think here. Okay, they're immune to fire. What in glacial spikes? What does more damage? Right, okay, still going. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's a unique group anyway? At least it's not immune to fire. Up here, is it? Oh, it's not much damage, is it, from the glacial spike? Ah, there's the portal there. Where are we? So I'm sorry, actually going to brighten up the map here too. Just let me do something here. Right. No, we're not going to get through there. We already tried that. I assume we have to come from the other side. Alright, let's go back this way. Got to be this way. You give me archers. Oh, there it is. Now, let's just go through and get the waypoint, and then we'll go back and confront Fire Eye.
Distorts reality. Fascinating.
I assume Fire Eye has to be fire immune, surely, with a name like that. But at least he might be out of the way. Oh, it's another unique group though, all the same. No, spike we want. Right. Yeah, the fire eye's over there. Well, at the very least I can knock down the others. Back out. Alright, let's do it this way. Alright, let's go back and have a look at that waypoint. So, let's have a look. Far Oasis, I can't remember where Beetleburst was. Lost City, now there's the ancient tunnels. where was Dark Elder? Alright, opinions people, what should we do now? I'm tempted to go down the ancient tunnels in Players 3. Actually, it's coming up to 4 o'clock, but there's a fair chance of fire immunes down there, isn't there? Any opinions? So I'm thinking I might take the break a couple of minutes early. What have we got? 4:15. And then go down the ancient tunnels. I wonder if there should be should be a few unique groups down there, but I'm not carrying much magic find. Any opinions in the chat? Geez, my tablet's miles behind as usual. Like it's no. The other thing is to start a new game and try and run in Players 3 or something. I tell you, let's bump this up. Right. Let's bump this up to Players 3, which is what I normally do in the ancient tunnels, and see what. Just dip our toe in for a couple of minutes, and if it turns nasty, we'll back out and do something else. Just think the assailants will be fire immune. Well, there's a unique already. Hello, Franco. Hang on now. Just a moment, Franco. Let me, because we're about to have a break, but... Right, let me go back to town, Franco, since we've been cursed there. Okay, Franco Daniel Pumarino. Villalba. Searching light for my game, can you help me? Alright, what do you mean, what help would you like, Daniel? There are a number of people in the chat who are probably at least as knowledgeable as me. But what do you mean by searching light for my game? Or you just want help with it? So I'll help Franco people, then we'll have the break. Hello, Franco. Oh, yes, I've got you in the chat here, and we have Fart McCast's Evening Song and a number of other knowledgeable players. Do you have a specific question? Yep, keep going. I'm not a great player of Barbarian. Oh, 2 week. Now, okay, Franco, are you finding your own gear, or have you got sort of uniques and rune words to use? $36 is a reasonable level to start Nightmare, in my opinion. But I reckon... Can people remember where I went to... I reckon I might have been almost close to level 50 when I went to Nightmare here. Okay, Franco, right. So you are trying to find your own gear. Do you have any method of transferring items between characters? Alright, now the way to get even in early Nightmare level, I seriously cannot remember what level I was when I transferred into Nightmare level with this character, but it may have been about, certainly level 40. So, if there are any people in there who'd like to give Franco a hand too. Anybody else in the chat who'd like to contribute? Okay, alright. Now, so if you would like to magic find for gear, Franco, and your character is capable of killing stuff in normal level, you may want to say try running the bosses again and again. Now just let me have a look at what we've got here. Is there anybody in the chat who'd like to give Daniel, I just have a quick look at... So let me speak to him. Just looking here, so perfect gems start at level 18. Thank you, Matt. And it's 2 week entering in Nightmare. So by 2 week, Frank, I assume you mean you you can't kill the monsters easily. What are some of the good low-level rune words, people, for melee characters? What about what is it? Black? That's Thol IO Neff, isn't it? He won't get an IO Whirlwind Barbarian. Okay. Alright, let's keep going and see if we can give Franco a hand. Now, do you have any magic find gear, Franco? Because what you can do is try and get something like just equipment that armour. This is reasonably good gear here. These are some measure of uniques. But what you can do is try and get some socketed armour and a socketed. So I think you can probably get a at least a 2-socket and possibly a 3-socket helm in normal level. Now, perfect gems clock in at level 18. So if you can get enough gems to get perfect ones and normal level, that might be a bit hard. Okay, what are some of the, I'll ask again people, what are some of the good low level rune words for melee characters? Okay. I'd like to give Franco a hand, yeah. Now that's a good suggestion, Matt. Can you kill, from Matt, can you kill Andariel in Nightmare? Because Nightmare Andariel can drop some really good gear. Yeah, unique normal bone snap. I'm trying to wonder, Franco, can you do you have any method of transferring items between characters, something like Pluggy? I'm using Gomule here, and I can certainly show you Gomule in a flash if you would like to see it. Thanks, Matt. I'd like to give other players a hand. I'm wondering, okay, he said he'd got to Nightmare level at level 36. I'm wondering if that is... I seriously cannot remember. I reckon I went well beyond 36 before I swapped into Nightmare with this character. It might not be such... Oh, okay, Franco. I'm in a public library here, Franco, so I can't speak out too much. So, okay, well, let's just keep this going, folks. This is not going to wear me out hearing Franco out, and then we'll have a break once we're done. Thol Io Nef. Now, the trouble is I don't think you get an Io rune in normal level. No, you can get an IO rune in normal level. It'll have to be towards the end of it. But isn't there one that I can't remember it? Isn't there one that only requires 2 runes for some sort of reasonable damage? The trouble is I can't bring up web browsers. I can't go to the Ararat website, or it's blocked by the library. But isn't there a 2? It only requires 2 strength. That was the one I was thinking of. Yes, Ammon Tur. Yeah, Franco, the other thing, if you want to get some levels, right, okay, looking at your comment there, try to fight the bosses all again in normal mode, is, as I said, try and get, if you can see what I'm doing here, try and get some armour and helms that have topazes in them. Now, I don't think you'll get flawless topazes in normal level, right, but you might be able to just get any amount of magic find helps. There we go, 35. Now, Ammon and Tur, you can certainly get a Tur rune from the normal level Countess. In fact, they should drop fairly frequently, but you'll need to go a bit beyond to get an Ammon rune. I think the Countess, the highest thing she drops is a Ral. But I would certainly, Franco, try and consider 2 things. First of all, level 36, you may want to get a few more levels before you move into nightmare mode, permanently. And I would try and accumulate some topazes to get some magic fine gear in both the armour and the helm. Yeah, the Franco to craft things, you go to the Ararat Summit. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so look, Franco, certainly go to the Ararat Summit, and that'll give you the crafting recipes. So I'm not certain any of those will be low level, but it said try and get some topazes in your armour and helm, and that'll give you a boost of magic find. And then particularly if you might want to level up a bit more before going into nightmare mode permanently. Okay, it's about time I took a break here. Now, thanks for joining in, Franco. Anyway, I hope what I've said and I hope what Matt's given you and what I've told you is some sort of a help. But you should be able to get reasonable gear. If you can get some magic finds, you should be able to get reasonable gear off the end of act bosses if you can kill them. Particularly Bale and Andariel. Don't run Dural, it's a waste of time in my opinion. Alright people, about time I had a break here. Now, I've got to catch the 10 to 6 bus. I'd like to stop somewhere in about an hour and a quarter. So I just want to go have a break for about 10-15 minutes. and resume playing then, and then probably go for a bit less than an hour on Friday. Yep, but build up some magic find, Matt. Build up some magic find. Okay, time for me to call it quits for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'll resume in about then, and then probably go for about another 50 minutes, no longer than an hour. All right, thank you, Franco, and thank you, Matt. Alright people, look, we've had a chat there to Franco, and I'll resume a bit early here, and I'll probably go for about another hour, and then I'll have to pack up to catch the 10 to 6 bus. I'll just answer Chris's comment about, wow, what a good helmet. Yeah, that's a perfect Harlequin Crest Shako, the only one I've ever... well, I've found a number of Harlequin Crest Shakos, that's the only perfect one. But that's also a perfect shaft stop, and I think that's a perfect Moses in terms of its defence. So yeah, they've just sort of bung these items on this particular character, but you don't need perfect items. Geez, any Harlequin Crest is worth something. Shaft stop. I think said before 141 for Arachnid Mesh, but I think I was confusing it with that. I think 138 might be maximum there. Alright, what we'll do here people, I'd gone into players 3. Let's go back to where we were, which was the ancient tunnels, and see if we can kill things down here. Oh, I set up a town portal, did I? Let's have that and that. Let's just see what happens here. We're running 85 magic, fine, but there may be a number of unique groups. Let's just see what happens. I think we can get fire immunes down here too. The assailant things are fire immune. Let's just clear this out and see what we get. Thank you, Matt. Yep. Yeah, thank you. I think I've actually got 2 perfect Moses, and the other one is on Sigma on weapon switch. But the idea is not to have perfect gear. Okay, we've yeah. How's Razan holding up? Oh, there's the chest anyway. Now, potion for Razan, I think we'll do there. Didn't get any fire immunes from the look of it. Oh, he was immune to physical, but the Decrepify removed it. Okay, we'll keep going. Hasn't been a big day for levelling, really. Oh, we've come to get to that. Oh, there they are. So we have got immune to fires. Oh dear me. Let's see how the mercenary goes on his own here. Oh, it's a bit agonising. Okay. We will have a look at getting... we'll have a stop and think about the mercenary. Oh, I've got to remember to use cold skills on things. I haven't got this hanger playing. That goes down easy enough. Vampire Fang Belt, we will keep that for crafting. Amethyst, I saw it. Whoop. Okay. One of them he knocked down fast enough. Champion group, is it? No? Oh. It is a champion group. Another gem shrine. So that's not so bad on the things that are... That's not too bad. Right, let's go get a gem. What I got one of? One diamond. One ruby. Let's just get that identified. Let's upgrade the diamond. Oh, another amethyst. We'll have that. Think we might even change, possibly. I've got a number of things to craft more belts with. Oh. Yeah, against the things... Yeah, we've got a bunch of fire immunes here, is the problem. Let's just try a glacial spike and see how long it takes to knock them down. Oh, sacred armour. At least it will sell well, people. Sacred armour. Never found a unique one. Well, these are unique. Looks like the ancient tunnels are done. Can't see much worth collecting there, okay. No. Amethyst. Still way too many potions as usual, but we'll hang on to them for the moment. We want to sell that armour. That was silly. Right. Now, what do we got? Oh, I tell you what, let's go back to players 1. I only wanted to get to level 80 today. Let's go to the Arcane Sanctuary and see if let's find the Canyon of the Magi waypoint, if we get any time left over. So that's listed the They're immune to fire, okay. So we can bomb down the other things. Sapphire we don't need. I only want amulets for crafting. Oh. Well, we'd almost, geez, that was quick enough. We'd almost risk teleporting. Static field will do the job there. Okay. Well, it was quick enough in players 1. Oh, did he drop another? No, it was arrows. Okay, here we go. Oh no, we can go with fireball there. Let's have a look at that charm. No. That's a unique group, isn't it? Oh, it's a champion group. Okay. That's a unique group. Now, you see the... Oh, try that. Okay, oh, there's a man catcher. An ethereal one. Okay. Oh, geez, we picked the first way. Let's go down and get rid of these things. Geez, we've done the first way on the Arcane Sanctuary. Oh, sorry, Matt. I didn't see you there. Right, thank you, Matt. No, good to see you again. I hope Daniel gets Franco gets something from your advice. Yeah, I'll see. It should be Friday for the next stream, and that should hopefully be an all-day one. Thanks once again, Matsvik.
Couldn't have been Horazon. Poor wretch.
Okay, let's get the waypoint, people. Then I'll be after an opinion as to what we do next. Don't fancy chasing Andariel. Oh.
Pity. I feel no pity. How do I know I can? There's nothing the right force can cure.
Okay, so oh geez, we're getting towards another level though. level 80. Oh, stat points, skill points. Right, we have maxed meteor and fireball. We've got our 3 respecs left. Cold Mastery is up to 75%. I want to get that to 100. Let's put 1 point into Cold Mastery here. Let's leave it go, we're surviving. Okay, now, what I thought we might do, I'll be open to suggestions, people, is just start another game. Halls of Dead we don't need, Palace of Cellar we don't need, and have a run at Beetle Burst, Dark Elder, Fire Eye, and possibly go down the ancient tunnels again. Or even go back to Act 1, have a run at Andariel, just to something and get some more experience. Any suggestions? Give a few seconds to people respond, then we'll start another game and run from there. Nothing from chat? Okay, let's start another game and we'll just see if we can find those super uniques and go from there. Hello Emil. So I'm just about to start another game. Now Emil, yeah, oh, what was the thing you said to me the other day? Oh, about the scheduling, yeah. Yep, go and find here. We have hit, just get out of here. We've hit level 80. We have put on the Arachnid Mesh spiderweb sash. We're just trying to get some levels, and as if we get a few more, we will try and get the some more magic find going. And we've got the fast cast up to 110, just to help us along a bit. Let me put that diamond away. Yeah, no, good to hear from you, Emil. We are, oh, I've got about, I'd estimate, probably about another 45 minutes to go. But on Friday, it will be, I hope to, stream as much as I can all day. Alright, let's exit. And here we're going to go into Players 3 mode. And Fire Eye may not be a good idea in Players 3 mode, but we'll do what we can here. Let's just see, do we get a noticeable advance? But the other one I'll try and find is... I admit where he was. Far Oasis gives us Beetle Burst. Well, at least there's a unique anyway. Full rejuvenation potion. Where was Beetle Burst? Where's the champion? Oh, hang again. Jeez, I saw the experience bar move even a bit even there. Ah, where was Beetle Burst? Still, we've got beetles. I can't remember where Beetle Burst was on this map. Where was he? He's normally one of those bits of rubble things, isn't he? So there's the waypoint. Right, we don't use static field on lightning immunes. Well, at least it's a unique group anyway. Okay. Oh, should have used the well. Where was Beetleburst? Is it even worth my time looking? 6:45 in the morning here in Denmark. Okay. Oh, geez, that it means even on the Friday. So on the Friday, Emil, on Friday, Emil, I can go essentially about an extra hour because of the way the bus and the trains work on it. This library's open for an extra hour on Friday, and it suits the train times for me. Beetleburst, where are you? Oh, they... Where was Beetleburst? We've seen him before. Hello, Fart. I'm trying to find Beetleburst. I know he's around here somewhere. That's the next area, so he's not going to be there. I tell you, if I could get to the next level by the end of the day, and I said it's about 45 minutes away, where was Beetleburst? Where was he? Is he either... Don't think I'm going to get there. Where is he? There's the maggot lair. So I don't know, Mr. Llama on his speed running says how good beetles are for experience. I don't know if that's still true in a hell game. I should ask, Fart. You were from Florida. What's the temperature like in Florida at the moment? Because today's a mild day in Australia, but it's still about it'd be 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. No, okay, this is not... I don't think there's even efficient use of our time to just keep looking for beetle burst. Could get on the maggot there again. That was a surprisingly good experience last time. $70 degrees, yeah, okay. Okay. I don't know if it's... we're making some progress. Oh, we've lost the mercenary. Jeez.
Good day.
Good day.
We're going to have a look for Dark Elder tonight. This is just a waste. I just don't know if these things are good experience in hell games or not. Ah, that's a unique, that's the reason, right? Give him a potion. And there's our potion regained. Thank you, Emil. Yeah, I had a suggestion from, I must admit, I had a suggestion from Fart about turning the sound down from the game a bit, but I may, yeah, I can hardly hear anything, but okay, I'll deal with that later. I have to give up on beetle. Well, it's a 3-player game. We're still dispatching them fairly easily. Oh, bolts. What are we up to? Geez, we just keep finding things to kill here. Geez, we might be awfully close to another level if we can just... Okay. Cannot find Beetleburst. He's got to be around somewhere. Any good finds on Agneyastra yet? The best one was in the last stream, Emil. And that, well, we got Jalal's Mane somewhere out in the desert here. Oh, what have I done? I wanted the mana potion. Don't know what I've done here. Yeah, you got Jalal's main on the last stream. Close to perfect one too. Oh, we want the mana potions. Now this is the Lost City. Now where was Dark Elder? I want to find the super uniques. We'll go for fire in a moment. The trouble is he's going to be fire immune. Where was he? Is that's a unique, yep. Nice. Heard an amulet. That's another unique. Oh, there's a rare ring. We'll have a look at that in a moment. So a quick look at the ring. Not really. Geez, we are going to push this next level. I haven't found the super unique groups I'm after. I did make a note of where Dark Elder was. In there, that's the... no, I can't be bothered chasing those things around. That's a unique... That's a minion surely, yeah. Yeah. That's a unique... No, it's champions. That's another unique. Charm, wasn't it? Small charm. Let's have a look at it. Geez, I reckon we're getting awfully... I haven't found these super uniques I've been after, but no. We're going to get awfully close to this next level just by killing normal monsters at this rate. Oh, it's not worth the trouble. Where was Dark Elder? Was he just down here? Yes, there he is. Right, now we know where he is. Sorry, Emil, I'll answer your comment. I'm just sorry, I've been somewhat absorbed here. 3 Sir runes in... Oh. Okay, I've been running Lower Karas since I got this really great map with Chocolat. And I found 2 Sir runes in total. Found a number of Mals and Ists and Gulls. But 3 in a 2.5 hours. Yeah, no, that's really good going. That is really good going. Okay, so we know where Dark Elder is relative to the waypoint, and he's pretty close. We are going to get this next level, surely. See if there's any other uniques around here. Oh, they're immune to fire. There's another charm there. So would you mind me asking, Emil, what you intending doing with the Sir runes? Like, to me, the only rune word I can think of that uses a Sir rune is it called Wind, Sir plus L, and nobody uses it anyway. I'm thinking if I had 2 Sir runes, I've actually got 3 or 4, I would upgrade them to Burr runes. Am I doing ancient tunnels? Yes, let's go do the ancient tunnels. We're going to get this next level, surely. Because the ancient tunnels... Let's go back to town and get healed. But the ancient tunnels were right next to the waypoint. It's bound to be... So we're going to get this next level, surely. And the ancient tunnels are right here. And we're still in players 3, right? Let's see what happens. Are we switching the Merc to a tank? Yeah, look, we may at some stage fart. Oh, it's something I'll have it. I was saying before about running the Doom rune word on a Mite or a Mercenary. Oh, come on, aim. But I wondered, you know, at this stage, well, I've got the runes to do it. I did really want to have, at least at this stage, geez, there seems to be unique right next to the entrance every time, it's twice. I did want a sort of relatively, you know, a character using relatively low level gear. Like Cham runes, I've never found a Cham rune. Now these are immune to fire. Okay, so here we go. So I can freeze them, but can the Mercenary knock them down? Oh, hang on, we can do that. We're going to get this next level. Yeah, 2 forces and a total 2, yeah. Yep, so you're clearly using pluggy, are you, Emil, or something like it? Oh, hang on, we can't be immune to fire. And there's a unit down here next to the chest. Whoop. And it's a minion, right? Okay, so we're doing this. And there's the level. So it's just very slow for the Mercenary to knock them down. Pluggy air, okay. The question I get asked... Oh, don't do that. Do that. Do that. So it's just pretty slow. Let's have a look at that charm. 7% faster run walk. That's the one thing, yeah, that would particularly improve shock a lot. But I do get people who say, you know, say to me, don't use ladder rune words, and some people think, well, why aren't you using ladder rune words? Alright, I'll stick with the game as intended by Blizzard for the moment. Hang on, we've got to run down back this way anyway. Nah, overdid it. That's a unique or champions. Oh, okay, sorry, who sees you? Is that the gold dagger for it? No. Is Wizard Spike. Sorry, I didn't see you there. So who sees you? Sorry, I didn't, sorry, yeah. Didn't see your original question. Yeah, I'm using Wizard Spike. Now mind you, I've got nothing on weapon switch. Potion for the Mercenary. Oh, it's a unique. Oh, that's getting a bit close. That's getting a bit close. That's too close to put up with the Frost Nova from the dying monsters. Oh. See, the other thing I could do with this character is run Heart of the Oak. Oh, immune to fire. Geez, I haven't got the hang of it yet. So that's a bit slow. Though it is players 3, but I'm thinking, geez, let's have that. I think we get to the upper reaches of hell. I wonder how the Mercenary's going to survive, because the killing speed's going to be very slow. Yeah, now the thing about Heart of the Oak, I have to drop all the resistances. Oh, don't do that. Geez, you just don't learn, do I? Ice Blast. Still a lot more damage of Glacial Spike. Yeah. Then to do that, that needs a Vex Rune. I might even take a bit of time off just playing the game now I've got that extra level, because the next aim is going to be level 83 for Andariel's Visage. Don't do that. So I'm still casting Static Field on lightning immunes. So I'll just freeze them with Glacial Spike. How long is it going to take to knock them down? It's rather slow, but okay. That's the task I've set myself at the moment. So I can always respec into Blizzard. And I can always respec into Toby's Storm Shield build, which looked really good to me. If I go for Heart of the Oak, then I'm dropping cast rate and resistances, though you would get +3 in skills. That's something for the future. That's a unique. There's 2 full rejuvenation potions, 3 full rejuvenation potions. We can just about drop the healing ones. We are going to drop the healing ones. This is the trouble. I don't know if anybody else has this problem of accumulating full rejuvenation potions, because I play fairly cautiously, so they just sort of build up. Okay, right, let's stick with players 3. We may have a run at Fire Eye. Hoping that demon head will be worth full gold. Not quite. What do we got here? If I get 3 perfect gems, I'll roll the charm to save some space, if nothing else. Okay, let's have a go at Fire Eye, though fire immune in 3 players, but we may get some, we'll just see how difficult it'll be, really. Oh, while we're here, yeah, so that's the symbol for Tal Rasha. Now Fire Eye was oh yeah, they might be right next to the portal this time. It wasn't last time. Now, how's he gonna survive? And how much experience do we get? Let's do that. Oh, it moved. It definitely moved with the last monster. Okay, so that's worth doing again. Ever played hardcore? Yes, I did it once. I got about 80 odd levels with a necromancer many years ago, before the character died. I did resurrect it, if you like, by restoring the backup files, but I thought, no, that's not really the way things are meant to be done. So, yeah, and that was just playing with whatever I could find. That was long before I used GoMule or anything like that. I have to say, Emil, I used to get more upset than was reasonable when my characters died. So I've never really played much hardcore. Just have a quick reminder. Lost City. Dark Elder was just down there. Ancient Tunnels are just there. I tell you, we didn't find Beetle Burst, but we got knocked down Fire Eye fairly reasonably. We were in Players 3. Let's try that again. So first spot is going to be Lost City, and Dark Elder was just down here, I think. Oh, that was something. Okay, Dark Elder I thought was just down here. Yes, there he is. Okay. Amulet. Let's have a look at the amulet. Oh, what's going on there? That's another unique group, isn't it? From the way that monster was behaving. Oh, this one's immune to cold. Okay, we're away. So there might be two unique groups there. Let's have a look at that amulet. Okay, next thing. There's another full rejuvenation potion, I can see it. Yeah, there. Is that another unique? No. Too hopeful. Oh. Right. Oh, geez. Okay, it's coming up to 5:15. Let's see if we can do the ancient tunnels. Fire Eye, then it might be time to call it quits, people. We'll go towards the unique guarding the chest. Yes, and there's a unique right into the entrance. That's happened every time. Well, that one's cold enchanted. Champions, and these are going to be immune to fire too. So the Decrepify is doing most of the Decrepify is doing most of the slowing down. Well, that's a unique. Amulet. Just have to let the mercenary do his thing here. That's not going to cut it in the upper reaches of hell, I'm sorry to say, people. It's just not going to work. I don't think against Death Lords, where Holy Freeze has no effect as near as I can tell. But we will persevere. And here's the chest, and there should be a unique guarding it. Oh, don't do that. Can't do that. It's just a matter of waiting for the mercenary to knock them down. And these monsters we can freeze. Okay, geez, that's getting slow. That's getting real slow. Mind you, there's a fair bit of gold lying around. There's, 2 flawless gems. Let's have those 2 bits of armour. We haven't done any gambling yet. Okay. Nothing there. Okay, it's 5:17, folks. What we'll do here, we'll run Fire Eye, and I think that'll be about time to call it quits. I do need some time to pack up all the gear I've got, so I'll make Fire Eye the last one, I think. Okay, we're probably about 20% of the way to the next level. Now, on Friday the intention is to start about 10 o'clock in the morning Australian. Your Merc stays alive well. Yes, I'm still running Treachery, but I've got to. It does take me some time to pack up a meal. So, what was I going to say? I'm running Treachery. I'll just quickly show you this. The intention is to arguably replace that with the Andariel's Visage. I've got a really good one with 15% attack speed, 30% fire res dual, so, which I'm not using. Chocolat's using Gwillem's Face, and we'll have to think about the Reaper's Toll Thresher and see what else we have. Okay, right, last one for the day, we hope. Oh geez, he knocked all the others down while I was going at Fire Eye. Okay, let's grab that ancient axe and the crystal sword for gold. Let's get back to town and sell. Yeah, this is going to work out reasonably well, people. We're going to get full gold for that? Not quite. Okay, let's have a look, see what we can do with this gem. Ah, there we go. We'll finish the day by rolling that charm. There's a perfect ruby. Okay, let's roll the charm, see what we get. Let me tidy up in here though. Just so I frequently miss them in the stash if I don't sort of put them all next to each other. Oh, it's all over the place. Right, that's looking a bit better. Charm, that one. Okay, here we go. No. Okay. Any last comments in the chat, people? Because I'm feeling the urge to go to the toilet as well here. So look, this hasn't been, now I've got to level 80, got to 81. On Friday the aim will be to try and get to level 83 and give the Mercenary a different helm. But any last comments from the chat? Yeah, thank you, Daniel. I'm still surprised that people are prepared to sit and look at this. I did get a comment. I'd mentioned in the thing about people watching this on a full screen TV. Oh, it's your birthday. Okay, happy birthday, Emil. I don't need an exact age, Emil, but is it a fair comment to say that most of the people looking at the stream are late 20s and stuff like that? I'm just thinking of people who sort of played the game since they were from a young age and now about 30 years of age. I'm thinking of people like Mr. Lama SC and Dobrunsky and those sorts of the Iceman. Every time I see them, they look about 30 years of age and become sort of experts at the game because they played for quite some time. Early 30s, yeah, that's round about right. I've said, Emil, that I've just turned 60. 26, okay, good luck to you, yeah. Because I've just turned 60 and recently retired, and that's why I've got time to do this. Diablo style your childhood, yes, I must admit I didn't start playing till my early 40s. Okay, look people, I'm going to have to call it quits here to pack up and get to the bus. So look, thanks once again for everybody. We'll try it again. Friday will be hopefully as much as I can manage all day, and we will try and advance the character a bit more and try and hopefully switch it a bit more to being a magic fine character. Okay, any last comments from the chat? So I'll Alt-tab out and stop the stream. Okay, people, about to stop it right now. Okay, thanks once again. See you on Friday, I hope.